Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope you all are having a great day and a great start to your week. So, today I want to talk to you about video games. I know, kind of interesting, right? But video games and personal development, I feel, go hand in hand because it's very few video games that you're going to be able to play, even on the easiest difficulty, that you can complete without dying or failing. And anytime you fail, it's going to teach you something. And it also teaches you to never give up, that you're eventually going to figure it out. And when you do, it becomes very, very rewarding. And it really teaches you resilience, and it really teaches you learning from failure. There's a video game that I've been playing that's currently my favorite game that I played this year, and one of my favorite RPGs ever. Some of you gamers already know what the answer is. It's this new video game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's made by a development team of 30 developers making a game that's kind of like a AAA game that normally takes 1,000 developers. Maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. Hundreds of developers developing it. But this one was only developed by 30 people, which in itself, I find that really cool. So the gameplay is kind of reminds me a little bit of Paper Mario, in which you have to uh, press a button to defend, and you really have to time it correctly. You really have a small window of timing and opportunity, and each enemy and each boss battle is going to have its own pattern, and it gets harder and harder and harder no matter how high your level goes up. So you really have to learn. You really have to learn the pattern. You really have to learn from your mistakes. And chances are you're not going to beat every enemy, even the easier ones, for the first time. So after you lose, you're going to have to learn and continue to learn from it. And sometimes these enemies will take you 10, 20, 30 tries to beat because you're going to be because it's really about learning their moves, learning, practicing, and learning from your failures that will eventually help you succeed. And when you do, it just feels rewarding, and also feels like mentally, it feels like you can accomplish this. You can accomplish anything because initially, when you first try it, it honestly kind of feels impossible. In a way, it also kind of reminds me of Punch Out. If you remember the Punch Out games, how each enemy that you face in the ring in Punch Out, they have their own patterns. And it starts off easy with Glass Joe, but then it gets gradually harder. If you played the Wii version, it has the normal circuit, and then it has the title defense circuit. I think there's another circuit after that. I've never gotten past the title defense circuit after all these years. But each enemy that you face has their own patterns, and it gets harder and harder and harder. But you continue to stick with it, and you're going to learn from your mistakes. You're going to learn these enemies. You're going to be able to learn these enemies' patterns. Same thing for Expedition 33. And to me, if you really stick with it, it teaches you to learn from your failures. It teaches you that almost anything is possible, and you can accomplish it if you just stick with it. Sure, with Expedition 33, you could beat that game in a week. You could play hours and hours and hours in, because truth is, it takes about maybe 30 hours to beat. While in real life, to accomplish your goals, it takes weeks and thousands of hours to accomplish it. So, but for me, this really just teaches you that if you just stick with it, if you just stick with your goals, if you just learn from your failures, and if you just try, and the more that you try, the faster you're going to succeed, you can accomplish anything. You just got to stick with it, and you got to learn from it. You try, you fail, you learn. You try, you fail, you learn. You try, you fail, you learn. So that's why I wanted to kind of make this video, kind of talking about this game. And if you're a gamer, if you have not tried Expedition 33 right now, even if you don't like RPGs, I would highly recommend you check it out because it's really good, and I think a lot of people are really gonna like it. I've seen a lot of people, even who don't like RPGs, really enjoy this game. But I also thought it could, teach us something about us, about resilience, about learning from failure. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this video is not going to be for everybody, but I hope it was able to resonate with you. If you ever want to make some extra income around your schedule at home, around things you love to do, please visit my website, brownstock.com, to learn more. If you have any suggestions for any future videos, please leave in the comments below. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, everybody. And I want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.